This BeamNG car mod is a game changer. It's the new Hirochi CCF by Theo Wilkinson, and it's packed with revolutionary features you've never seen before. Buckle up as we drive one of the most anticipated BeamNG mods. It's a compact convertible sports car from the Hirochi brand, and it's based on the ND MX-5, and it's influenced by cars like the Toyota GR6 and Porsches. This mod is out now for free on the BeamNG repo, and I'm going to be showing you all of the groundbreaking features. I have to say, I love the styling. You can really see the MX-5 influence, but it's also got a little bit of personality that's unique to BeamNG. It's a law-friendly car, and I love it for that. The interior is really where this thing shines. I mean, look at the texture work on these seats. It's beautiful in here. All of it is interactive, and we can touch all the buttons. We'll run through that a bit later, but let's take this thing for a test drive. So it's front-engined, and it's got a flat 4. I believe it's a 2.3-litre flat 4. Really, really nice looking engine bay. You can read all the writing in there. It's so high quality. Okay, here we go out into West Coast USA, and the first thing you notice, oh, it's just how fast this thing is. It is amazing. That acceleration and the handling, wow. Wow, it handles well. Its steering is so quick, and the suspension is perfectly sorted, making this a brilliant sports car. Can we drift it a little bit? Ooh, kind of, but the traction control kicked in quite a lot. So we can turn that off to TCS off or DSE off. That means all of the driver stability settings have been turned off. Here we go. Listen to that engine. So it's got variable valve timing, which changes the sound of the engine. Oh, and look at that crash model. That's good. Okay, let's do a fast head-on crash. Okay, we're heading out to the city now. Let's crash into the next vehicle coming along the road. Here it is, a blue Lansdale. Whoa, that was about a 70-mile-per-hour crash. Wow. Look at that J-beam. All the panels that have like fallen off, and the crumple zone that goes straight up to the driver compartment. That is so realistic. No movement in the interior, so it's a very strong car. Oh wow, and look on the dash, it says engine fault. Contact your nearest service center. Oh my goodness. That's just one of the cool things about this mod, the digital dash, but there's so many other revolutionary features. Let's run through them all. First up, the CCF has a functioning soft top. You have to click this unlatch roof button here, and then hold control and drag the roof backwards, and then it folds away neatly. And then to put it back up again, you press this button here, and you drag it all the way up and over, and then lock it in place. Perfect. This interior is fully functioning. We've got so many pressable buttons, starting with the ceiling light, and it really does light up the interior at night. But even more interestingly, we've got ambient lighting in here. You can actually change the color of the ambient lighting by going to the color menu and then pressing any one of these paints. Look at that. We can have white ambient lighting, green ambient lighting. Look at that. That is cool. The central screen also works. You have buttons here which you can press to switch between 2D and 3D sat-nav mode. You've also got North Lock, the satellite, I don't know what that does, and then destination. I think if you've got something on the chip computer, you can get rid of your destination. We've also got this button here, which opens the trunk. Look at that, that is cool. Hazard warning lights, ESC modes from sports to track or whatever, and even the windows go up and down. You see these buttons here? Let's press one of those. There you go, windows down, and on the other side, oh, I love it. The CCF also has parking sensors. So let's reverse up to here, and there they are. Right, on this screen here. Let's see how close we can get just using this screen. Ooh, oh, that's really close. I think we may have touched. Oh, we're like a millimeter away. That's cool. The driver assistance systems don't end there. Here we go. I'm not going to brake and see what happens. We've got auto emergency braking. That is so cool. The CCF also has a blind spot monitor. So if you pull alongside this Bruckle Legrand and then look in the mirror, look, it's lit up because in the mirror, you can't quite see the whole of that car. So people do miss that. That is a really cool feature. I've never seen that before in a BeamNG mod. When you're driving along at night, the Hirochi CCF has auto dimming high beams. That means when the car detects another vehicle, it will dip the high beams to prevent dazzling other drivers. Okay, the high beams are on, and as soon as the car sees another vehicle, they will dim. So is there going to be one coming around this corner? Yep, there is. There you go. They just dimmed. Isn't that so cool? And then when night becomes day, the lights automatically switch off. There we go, they're off. Really, really nice feature. The high-spec models have scrolling indicator lights, just like you might see on modern Audis. In fact, they're also at the front. Look at that. That is so cool. As well as those groundbreaking features, there's also over 40 different configs to try out. Now, I've already tested the base model, but let's check out the base electric. This is the 190e, the base electric model. Now, the base petrol with that flat 4 has about 190 horsepower. This has 200, so they're pretty similar, but watch this. It's got amazing acceleration for a base model. Look at that. I mean, 0 to 60 is probably about 6 seconds, which for this car is pretty good. Whoa, no! The electric motor actually drives the rear wheel, so I wonder if you could drift this thing. So we're approaching a corner, and then I'm pushing it quite hard. Not much is happening. It seems to be quite well balanced, so you need a bit more power to push that tail out. The one thing you do miss with electric cars, we can roll down the window. There we go. You can actually hear a bit more of the noise on the exterior when you open the window, is there's no engine sound, but luckily this mod does have another type of engine. It's a 2.5 litre flat 6 compared to the 2.3 litre flat 4 in the other car. Has a bit more power. I think this one has about 220 horsepower, and I've paired it with the automatic transmission. You can see quite a nice looking shifter here, and we can also use the flappy paddles. But whoa, let's go into, we've got track mode, TCS off. Let's try TCS off, see what happens there. We have still got rear wheel drive. Whoa, okay, we've still got the stability control, which means we can't really drift it, but whoa, you do get a bit of wheel spin sometimes. So if you turn it all the way off, can we drift it? Here we go. Whoa, let's go drift around here. Whoa, it does want to drift, but automatic gearbox perhaps not the best. Here we go, J-turn. Whoa! It's pretty powerful. I mean, it feels a lot more than 220 horsepower because it's just so light. I mean, it is based on the MX-5 after all. You could drive this car sensibly, but do you really want to? It's a sports car. I mean, look, we have actually got a trip computer down here with MPG, the trip time, your cruising range. So mine's not very good because I put my foot down, but back into track mode and floor it, and whoa! Oh my goodness. The gearbox does kick in pretty quickly. There you go. First gear's pretty long, actually. There you go. Brilliant. Really, really quick gearbox. They have a top speed of about 130, these flat 6 models, so that's pretty good, you know. 220 horsepower in a convertible. You're not going to get much faster than that, are you? Whoa, let's go off the motorway here and then brake test. Oh, pretty good brakes. Really good brakes, actually. I really like the look of this one. It's the Sunrise First Edition. It was built to celebrate the release of the car when it first debuted in 2020. This is a fictional car. It was built between 2020 and 2025. So let's open the roof and take it on a mountain road. There you go. Roof is open, and we're going to go into DSE off mode. Oh, it's so loud with the roof open. Okay, through this forest on this little mountain track. Here we go. Whoa! Manual definitely helps with the drifting. Oh my goodness. You just have to drive this. It feels incredible. How did I save that? Whoa, how did I save that? But it feels incredible, like nothing else. This would be the perfect getaway car for a car chase, wouldn't it? Wow. Ooh, probably the best handling car I've driven all year in BeamNG. Incredible. Okay, left. You can point it anywhere. Like, seriously, you can point it and it just goes. This is the Classic Edition. It's got a special paintwork, these gold or bronze wheels, and then little nameplates around that say which number it was. This one says 0, so I guess this is the, test variant, but still, 0 out of 1,000, let's go. Yeah, it doesn't have too much difference on the engine, but look at those seats. Oh my goodness. This is the top of the line model with a 240 horsepower flat 6. This is going to be fast. Okay, into track mode, and oh, listen to that. She revs really high, and that exhaust backfire sounds great. And with the roof open, it just sounds... Whoa, that exhaust backfire. It sounds brilliant. I know I've said this is great and amazing so many times, but this is a cut above. I mean, this is going to change BeamNG forever. If all mods were this quality, I mean, BeamNG would be the best driving game ever created. To be honest, I think it already is. Whoa, oh my goodness. Oh, the traction control savers them. These are two super cool variants. So on the left, we've got the pre-production camouflage variant. They tried to hide this from journalists with this weird camouflage paint so no one could know what it is. And then on the right, we've got the Sunset Final Edition. The first edition was called the Sunrise. This is the Sunset. Now, this one has 280 horsepower. And look at those wheels. They are beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yes, it feels really, really fast. This is naturally aspirated, by the way. 280 horsepower. Flat six. What? Look at that cornering. It's insane. And floor it. Whoa. Not 60 in about, I think, 4 to 5 seconds. Oh, yes. And we're doing 140. Can it take this corner at 140? Yes, it can. Not all cars can do this. Still accelerating past 150 as we enter the tunnel. I'm not going to brake. The headlights have come on because it knows we're in a tunnel. Oh, wow. Wheels have come off. Oh, my goodness. What a wreck. And just look at the underside. The underside is so incredibly well detailed. Look at all of the detail here. I love how glossy it looks and these kind of metallic panels, things to hold everything in. It is great. I guess they're braces, aren't they? They look super high quality. This one's fitted with lots of aftermarket parts. And this car, by the way, has lots of customization. It actually has a hard top roof, which is an aftermarket option. And look at those wheels. Free spoke wheels. Wow. You can also tune the suspension massively, and I guess Mazda Miata or MX-5 fans will be really happy about this. You can change the bump damping, rebound damping, all of this to your heart's content. These models are called the Country Arctic and the Country Dune. These are off-road variants, basically made for places where a rear-wheel drive sports car didn't make sense. Now, the Arctic is used in snowy regions. Well, we're in Utah, and we're going to use the Dune, which is used for desert or sandy regions. Now, the car does actually have a crawling mode, so let's go to a really tricky off-road section. We've got a luggage rack here at the back, which is really cool. Okay, here we go then, off-roading a little sports car. I think the parking sensors are still working on this, which may be a little weird. It'll detect some rocks and think they're frets, but we're going to try to hit as fast as possible. I've got to say, those tires are working pretty well, and there's good ground clearance. It's been raised up more than enough to take on some difficult off-road sections. So here we go, round here. Whoa. The engine is actually really good. It's fairly torquey despite not having turbocharging or supercharging, which means it's great for, whoa, just plowing around tracks like this. Oh my goodness. Let's not crash off. Oh! Oh! Oh no, don't roll. Don't roll. Oh! Stopped at the edge. And this is the off-roadster. Apparently it's got some minor upgrades, but I'd say they're pretty major. Look, we've even got this front tray to protect the engine and one at the rear. We've got this massive front lights, which you can press and turn on with that button there. Are they on now? Yes, they are. We've got a snorkel, spare rear wheel. It's been jacked up and the bodywork has been removed at the bottom. I know people do around the world challenges and rallies in these kind of cars, but I think just get a 4x4 because one of these, oh, it's fun, but pretty crazy to take off-road. Whoa! Oh, dear. The CCF also comes with a couple of police car configs, and that gives us a chance to check out the new police station in 0.31. Now, on the right here, we've got the Belasco City Police Interceptor. I really love the black, white, blue, and red livery. It looks really, really nice, and look at the interior. We're going to check that out in a bit. We've also got a British police car, and this, I think, has the Battenberg markings, which is this yellow and blue markings. Very, very distinctive. Very British, let's just say. So the interior comes with a massive laptop, and you can see it's really detailed. We've got Hirochi Police UI. I don't think we can interact with it, but that is really cool. We've also got the radar and the accessories here, but I think we should drive the American police car. Okay, so let's head out into the city, and I've got to say the turning circle of this thing is pretty good. Now, we need to make sure the DSE is off, because we do want to be able to ram a suspect. We're going to get into a police chase, and here we go, out into the city. Okay, that Ibishu 200BX is fleeing from us, so let's get the siren on and chase him. Oh, he's about to spin out, I think. Oh, have we got him? Have we got him? Have we got him? Oh, no, 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 come on. Stop. Oh, damn it. Okay, quick turnaround, and oh, we're going to be so much faster than him. Oh, yes. Where's he going? He's not going to go up there, is he? Okay, let's go for a... Okay, I've had enough. Let's get him. Yeah, we got you. Okay, under arrest. Oh, yes, under arrest. We're now getting to some of the sporty tuned models, and this is the street tuned variant. Look at this, and look at that rear wing. That's crazy. Apparently this was owned by someone in Germany. You can see the German number plate there, and it's got 250 horsepower. So, DSE off, let's go. Whoa, that's... That's crazy. Oh my goodness. It feels... I don't know, it just... Those tires are different, I think. Yeah. Oh, it does seem more eager. Oh, it seems more eager to drift. Yeah. Here we go. And dump the clutch. Yes. There you go. You can drift it. Good. This is the turbocharged variant, and it has 440 horsepower. We're going to take this thing drag racing because I'm really interested to see what the most powerful variant can do. We're going to race this thing against the Hirochi SBR4 TTS. It's the rear-wheel drive one, and that is a pretty fast car. So it's another Hirochi. Hirochi v Hirochi. Let's go. Oh, we got a good start. It's pretty neck and neck. No, we're off. That turbocharger. Oh my goodness. This is fast. And then over the line, we were doing 132 in 10.8, and they, again, didn't see it. Okay, let's have a look. It's 117 at 11.9. We are so much faster. This is a quick car. Here we go. We're going to go over the end here. Whoa, big crash. Impact detected, stopping car, but we're flying through the air. Oh, so there's no chance. Oh, rolling, hit the fence. Wow. Then there's a choice of 4 different cup cars. These are the racing variants, and I love the liveries in these. They're so varied, so different. Has about 190 horsepower and a sequential gearbox. So what's it like to drive on the track? So the top is open to the elements. We've got, I think it's either a fire suppression system or something else. And look at the detail in the interior. It is really nice. This, I guess this strap cage thing will flap around. That looks really cool, and the dashboard is really, really detailed. It's pretty much exactly like the MX-5 cup cars. You actually drive those in iRacing, and oh my goodness, it's loud. It's really loud in here. First corner, brake. Oh, locking up the brakes a bit, but oh yeah, steering is really nice. Okay, let's take on the corkscrew. That seems to be my default go-to corner to test cars on. Right, let's push it really hard and then brake. Here we go. Oh, yes. That was really good. No sense of understeer or oversteer. It's a neutral driving experience, and you can really feel when the car is starting to lose grip and just easily take off the throttle, and then maybe just, don't apply the brakes because it does seem to lock, but other than that, wow, amazing. If you want to customize your interior a little bit more, if you go to the parts menu and then interior accessories, click extra bits, and now you've got these extra things. So we can add Coke cans. Oh yeah, look at that. A dash cam, which fits up there. You can also give yourself an extra gauge display, and it mounts up here. You can use this to basically display anything about the car. You can fit your phone with a charger, and it sits there, the beamng 13, and you can even put a 1:43 scale model of the Hirochi CCF on the dashboard. Isn't that cool? I even love that they've got the USB wires for all the electrical stuff. That is brilliant. So let's open the trunk. That's going to be important to show you the next thing. You click that button there, and there you go, it's open. It's very, very small, but it is called boot under here because that's what we call it in the UK. But then you can actually load it with the 6x cargo load box S. And there they are, stacked inside the boot. That means you can use this car in beamng career mode for the new delivery system. You can also fit it with a boot rack, and you can load, oh look, 1x cargo load box M. Yay, look at that, that is really cool. And then let's do one final crash test with the beamng vehicle testing program car. Here you go, it's gonna be a fast one, about 100 miles per hour into this. Whoa, wrapped around there. That was a pretty big crash. Look, the door's flown off. But you know what? It is a really strong car considering it is a convertible. That was the Hirochi CCF by Theo Wilkinson. And thank you so much to Theo for giving me early access to review this car on release day. It's available now for free on the beamng repo. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. If you'd like to see another cool beamng mod video, click the video on screen right now where I try out a Covet pickup truck. Thanks so much for watching. That's all from me, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.